Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I am here. This is FC24, and I'm not gonna be showing you guys gameplays because I am no good at this game, and this is probably one of the worst FIFAs ever. That is the reason why I will only simulate all groups from A to F, and we will look at the outcome. This episode might be longer than usual. We're starting off with Group A, which is instance was Germany, Scotland, Hungary, and Switzerland. Now we're going to match day 1, and we're going to quick simulate that first game. So this is the simulations. I already also predicted something similar. I would even say it's 3-1 against Scotland, or 3-2, but it says that it's 4-2 with Muller getting a red card. Let me take a close look at these stats. So Havertz makes the first goal in the 2nd minute. Florian Wirtz makes the 2nd goal in the 39th minute, halftime. Change, so Muller substituted in. McTominay is making the 2-1 apparently. Muller gets a red card. Toni Kroos makes the 3-2, and then we have Robertson, who makes the 3-2, and then Florian Wirtz, who makes the 2nd goal, but the ratings, so Neuer 7.0, Kimmich 7.5, Müller 3.4, red card. I mean, that is something that could be happening. I mean, Müller gets a red card. That's pretty funny. Who was on the bench? All right, Andrich, Füllkrug, Gross, Führich, Koch, Raumann, and Ter Stegen. Now that's the first game of Group A. Now, where do I see the other games? I haven't seen the results from the other games. I would like to see the results of the other games. All right, the next game is Germany against Hungary. Now we're going to be simulating that. You don't have enough players to fill a sub bench for the next match. You will advance to the match with less players on the bench. Wait, let me cancel that real quick. No. So team management, what do I have to do? Team management, okay. It's because of Miller's red card. What is that? Let me. Boy, this is. Bro. Willie Miller really messed that up big time. Undorf, Kroos. Ter Stegen. Might even. Maybe. I'm not even sure if that's gonna make any changes. I'm gonna leave it at that. Okay. Yes. No. A quick sim. I'm gonna get another sim. 3-1. Considering that I think we lost, was it in 2020 or was it in 2022? Might be in 2020 when the Germans lost against Hungary, but I guess I'm not even sure if it's. Let me look at the stats. Okay, Ter Stegen has a 7.0. Okay, Sané is so taking. I guess that made a change. Havertz, it's always Havertz. Kai Havertz, he seems to do very well, and Sané, that certainly made a change. So you could already say, now I see the other games that the Germans advance to the round of 16, and now we have Germany has 6 points, Switzerland has 3 points. I guess we didn't see the matches because on match 1, on the opening game, it was only one game, and it was Germany against Scotland. Or these games were simultaneously. So Croatia won 2-1, and I always love the group stage because you can see like 3 games. You have to open 3 tabs to watch all the games at the same time. And during the 2022 World Cup, when Germany was knocked out, Germany was like first place, then last place again because they scored against Costa Rica, then Japan. That was some craziness. But according to the simulation, the group stage curse should be broken. I remember 2020, I think the Germans made it to the round of 16, lost to England, and that was the furthest they made. But the Germans, before 2014, the Germans would always make it at least to the quarter or semifinals. So that the fact that the Germans lost in group stage in 2018, that's just something that should not be happening. Now we have Croatia won 2-1 against Albania. Yeah, that seems reasonable. I can see that. Scotland 1-0 against Switzerland. I'm not even sure. I mean, these matches could go either way. And we're probably going to keep Ter Stegen in there. Last match day, I think even if the Germans would have lost against Switzerland, the fact that they already beat Scotland, they're already in the round of 16. So we're gonna... Oh snap, I did not want to do that. Do I now have to actually play the game? No.
The group stages are winding down.
And there goes the final whistle. A story of misery from a German.
No, wait. Why, we are advancing, right? Yeah, the Germans are still gonna, yeah. So even if they lose to Switzerland, they just have to make sure to beat Scotland and Hungary. And yeah, they were just fine because they're gonna tie with Switzerland. Now we're gonna come, and this is the second time I'm simulating this. It always ends up the same way, but this can only happen if the Germans finish first. Germany against England, and this is that revenge from 2020. And now let's simulate that. That could really go either way because England, they just recently, and I have to bring it up, and a lot of my British counterparts don't like the fact that I bring it up. You guys lost against Iceland, and this is your biggest loss since 1776. I mean, how the hell are you going to lose to Iceland? But let's just simulate that. Maybe we're going to lose now because I just said that. Quick simulate. 1-0, yeah. That's what I think. Füllkrug, of course. Of course, it's Füllkrug. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, yellow card, Rüdiger, Füllkrug. He did similar things. Just how we won against PSG recently. Yeah. If he has Ter Stegen, as I said before, and what will be the quarterfinals? Because I said before, the Germans are not gonna. It would be a miracle if they even make it that far. Croatia against Germany, and this is going to be difficult. This would be crazy if they would want to win against Croatia, because you can also not underestimate. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, the Germans were not going to win in extra time. That's even worse. So it was 0-0 the entire time. No, I don't want to go out like that. That would be one of the worst things that could happen to you. Losing in extra time, and that's not even penalties. You lose in extra time. I mean, look at that. Yellow card for Sousa Kurvic, gets substituted in, Undaf, Gündoğan, and then 102nd minute, Ivan Iluzek, probably didn't even pronounce his name right, Kramaric, and Florian Wirtz, but yeah, that is something that I can see go down, because we were not gonna win the Euros. Winning against England, yeah. Losing against Croatia, yeah. Or even, at least it's not Italy. I would way rather lose to, that is okay, to Croatia than to Italy. As long as we don't lose to Italy or the British, that's perfectly fine with me. Because I have the streaming options in there, okay. First opening game, Spain against Croatia. Anything could happen. I know Spain, we cannot underestimate them either, but this is a group where anyone but Albania could advance. Oh, I'm gonna get a lot of hate from my Eastern European friends. Okay. So, match day. Quick sim. 0-0. Yeah, that seems reasonable for the first game. 0-0. 0-1. Switzerland wins against Hungary. Italy wins against Albania. Yeah, that seems right to me. That's something that I could see that race. Okay. Spain against Italy. Spain only have 1 point because nobody won. Quick sim. Who would win? Spain. Nice. Slovenia, Serbia. Serbia won 3-1. England won against Denmark. Yeah. So right now we are advancing. Next match day, that is against Albania. 4-0, yeah. So we're in the round of 16. Croatia tied with Italy and Albania is out. Now we come to the round of 16. That is against the Slovakia. This should be very interesting because they're not bad. We cannot underestimate them. Quick sim. Spain should win, yeah. Not even an extra time, okay. Now we're coming to the quarterfinals. Let me check if I'm recording, because otherwise, okay, we're still recording. Spain against England. Germany, so this is another outcome. Probably Germany as second. They play against France again. This should be very interesting. See, this is how the simulations can really differ. Because the Germans won against Croatia, but we just lost 2-1 against Croatia. So this is something 50-50. Anything could happen, but as I said before, I do not see the Germans. I would probably go insane if they even make it. Because we just have to stay realistic to the quarterfinals. But yeah, Spain against England, anything could happen. Let's simulate that match. So 3-1 against the Slovakia. Let's simulate that. Spain against England. Okay, in extra time, yeah. Harry Kane, of course. Yeah, 7-7 shots. And we are at the semifinals with Spain. Is Germany knocked out yet? Are we not knocked out yet on this side? I don't see the scores. Why doesn't it show me the scores? Spain against Ukraine. That would be crazy. Seeing Ukraine in the semis, that's something also I have not seen the Ukraine at the semis. But if that happens that way, Volksparkstadion Hamburg. If Ukraine beats Spain, that would be crazy. But yeah, of course. Grimaldo, Leverkusen player as well. Yeah, it's just Spain is too strong. Final. What the hell? Spain is at the final. Why don't Germany won? We won in penalties against Spain. Well, what is that matchup? What the hell? So the final is against the Netherlands. Yeah. So you mean to tell me that would be crazy? So we would have another summer Märchen, losing in the semifinals at home once again. 18 years after 2006, we would lose at home in the semifinals again. That would be, people would be devastated certainly. But the final, who would win the UEFA Euro 2024? That's the first time that where I simulated that. Spain. So Spain would win. So this is the first simulations where a country win the UEFA Euro 2024. That is certainly interesting, ladies and gentlemen. So Portugal lost against Netherlands. Let's take a closer look. Let's take a closer look at this. So Spain would win against the Slovakia. Belgium would lose against Italy. Italy would lose. Well, get this animation out of here. Italy would lose against Netherlands. Spain would win against England in extra time. The Czech Republic would lose against Denmark. Looks like to me like overtime or penalty shootouts. Poland and Ukraine in this. Well, that's a crazy round of 16. I would like to know how Poland even advanced. Ukraine would win 4-2 against Poland. And then Ukraine would win 1-0 against Denmark. And Spain would win 5-1 against Ukraine. And then on the other side, France, of course, 4-0 against Serbia. Germany would win 2-1 against Croatia. 1-1 with extra time penalty shootouts. 7-6. But then the Germans would lose against Netherlands in the semifinals once again. Spain would win, of course, 5-1 against Ukraine. And then Spain and Netherlands would win the Euro. So that's the first country with the simulation that won the Euro. So we're going to end that tournament right now. It's just I have to cut a lot because of the copyright. Again, Volksparkstadion Hamburg. Kickoff. First game, Poland against Netherlands. We're going to simulate that. Szczesny, of course. Lewandowski plays. Quick simulate. Lose against Netherlands. I think we might even lose at the group stages. Right there, red D on there. Slovenia tied with Denmark. Serbia lost to England. which, yeah, we had that multiple times. Now, this should be very interesting. Next game, Poland, Austria. So now this, I had Poland win multiple. That would be crazy if Poland wins. Tied. This is tied against Austria. How? Okay, the Slovakia tied against Ukraine, and Netherlands won against France, but Poland is last place. Now, how would they... Now, this should be very interesting. If Poland wins and Austria loses, then Poland would advance to the round of 16. But against France, you're not going to win against France. Or if Poland ties and Austria loses, Poland would advance. But I'm not sure. They're not gonna survive that group. Would be crazy, but they're not gonna survive that group. Yeah, they lost, which, yeah, they did not survive this group. And says your team. This went fast, actually, ladies and gentlemen. So, oh shit! I skipped the group. I was supposed to be doing Group C, and I just went to Group E. Okay, we're gonna go to Group C, ladies and gentlemen. Play tournament, start tournament, and from Group C, I'm probably gonna do it from Slovenia's perspective. Yeah, I just skipped the group. This shouldn't be happening, but okay. And then we have Group E and Group F, and that should be it. But yeah, so the first game would be Slovenia against Denmark. We're gonna simulate that. I'm not too familiar with Slovenia. I think I only watched one game. Against Denmark, tied, yeah. That's something that's reasonable. Poland will tie against the Netherlands. And England would win against Serbia. Now I saw Netherlands beating Poland, but that's also something that could go both ways. So right now England and Slovenia is number 2. England advancing, of course. Next match day. Is that against... That is against the Serbia, not the Slovakia. I'm not gonna mix up these countries. They're gonna haunt me. Which Serbia wins. Now we're at the... Serbia would need to lose or tie, and we would need to win to advance to the round of 16. England against... Yeah, I think Slovenia might get knocked out. So now we see it over there. Germany won against Switzerland 3-0. Quick sim. Yeah, so we knocked out. Slovenia will be knocked out. Yeah. Romania. Okay, Romania against Ukraine. This could go either way. Ukraine wins 4-0. Next game. Okay, France wins against Austria. Belgium ties with the Slovakia. And then we have Belgium against Romania. Belgium usually performs well, but yeah, I think we're knocked out at this point. Romania is knocked out. And I got a lot of hate for that, but this is what I saw, even without watching the games at first. We're already knocked out. I mean, it doesn't do anything, even if they win against the Slovakia. I predicted that as well. So some player got injured or something. That, yeah. Are we advancing? No. Unless some other group messed up big time. Yeah, we're knocked out. That's what I thought. So Group F, last group. I don't believe so, ladies and gentlemen. But we're gonna find out. Game of that group, June 18th, 2024. Quick sim. Portugal wins 2-0 against the Czechia. Sounds reasonable. Turkey and Georgia tied. Portugal, of course. That was my alarm. I hope I don't get cancelled. That does not make me in a good pictures, ladies and gentlemen. You did not hear anything. So Turkey against Portugal. I think Portugal should win, or they could tie. Because Turkey is also a team where anything could happen, right? Oh, I didn't even know that Pepe is still playing. Ronaldo's on a red card? Ronaldo? Why the hell is Ronaldo on a red card? Who are we gonna replace Ronaldo with? Oh, that's crazy. Bro is really on a red card. Okay, we need somebody. Whoa, that's Ronaldo's really on a red card. Okay, he's about as good as Ronaldo. Where's Rafael Leo? Is he already? Is Rafael Leo? Yeah, he's already there. Okay, quick sim. Even without. Yeah, it's because of Ronaldo. I didn't fill the bench. We have less players. Yeah, tying with Turkey would be crazy. But yeah, Turkey is somebody you cannot underestimate, even though they have an injured player. That is something I'm not sure if the simulation updates. We might have to do these simulations again, but I'm not sure that we are able to do those. We might have to play for that. So yeah, Portugal would already be in the round of 16 at this point. Georgia lost against Czechia and Belgium wins against Romania. Yeah, that's something that's 80% gonna be happening. Georgia against Portugal. If no, Georgia is knocked out. I would like to see Georgia in round of 16, but it's going to be very difficult for them to do that. Even though they're going to go all in, because it's their first time at a major tournament. But yeah, Portugal, maybe they're going to tie, but no, it's not the case. Of course, Portugal is advancing to the round of 16. And now let's see which teams are advanced. Are the German? Yeah, the Germans. What the hell? The Germans advanced, and yeah, this is something they could see. Advanced to the round of 16, losing to Serbia. Now, this is something that you don't want. Poland against Slovakia. So Poland advanced again somehow. That is a 50-50 chance. Poland could actually advance, ladies and gentlemen. They could actually advance. Something that is possible. Okay, but there would be Poland and France and the Netherlands. So France against Turkey, Ukraine against Hungary. So the only games played were Spain against Netherlands, who Spain goes to the quarterfinals already, and Denmark and Croatia is already in the quarterfinals. Now it's Portugal against Italy. Now that is a very interesting match that I would really like to see. Ronaldo should, yeah, he's back by now. His red card is gone. Portugal 1-0 against Italy. Yeah, that's something that I could see. And now we're coming to the quarterfinals, and let's see how all these other round of 16s went out. So Denmark won 2-1. Switzerland tied. Croatia won penalty shootouts. Poland won against Slovakia in penalty shootouts. Yeah, Poland does very well with penalty shootouts if it gets there. Szczesny is one of the best keepers in the world right now. Portugal against Poland now. Holy small. Something Poland could actually win because Morocco won against Portugal. You cannot. Portugal. They did the mistake of underestimating Morocco. Morocco did very good, and I'm sure they're going to surprise us at the US World Cup, but we're going to simulate that. No, okay. Portugal won 2-1 against Poland. And now Portugal would be at the semifinals against Serbia. So Spain would use again. Spain lost to Morocco as well in the quarterfinals of the 2022 World Cup against Serbia. Portugal against Serbia. I think the most recent match against Serbia, Portugal lost against Serbia. So this should be interesting. This is like a rematch. Okay, kind of like a revenge. Portugal is at the final of the UEFA 2024 Euros, German Euros, against, okay, who made it to the semis? Is it France against Denmark? Portugal, we went to the semis. Against France? Isn't that what happened in 2016? I might have to look it up. Isn't that what happened in 2016? Let me look it up real quick. We're going to end this episode shortly. I think this was the final in 2016. Now, a rematch. Portugal won 1-0 back then. Are they going to win 1-0 again? We're about to find out, ladies and gentlemen. Portugal wins 2-1. against France in the final. So my simulation so far, I probably have to do. I'm gonna do it probably at least 10 more times. Wish me luck. Portugal winning and Spain winning the Euro 2024 in Germany. Now we're gonna remember that, ladies and gentlemen. It's not me just predicting it. It's FC24 predicting it. And I know with the game, I'm not even sure if I can't even use that as a reliable source at this point. But if it happens, it would be crazy. So Portugal or Spain, ladies and gentlemen. If you have the game as well, it's on PS Plus. I think it was last month. I bought it months before. Write me in the comments your predictions or what you, if you did the simulation like me, which teams you have winning the World Cup and which World Cup. No, it's too early. The Euros, and yeah, certainly something very interesting and very interesting to look forward to. So finally, in a few days, the Euros are starting. I don't have to do all this bullshit, and we can actually watch the games. I don't have to do the speculating what's going to happen and whatever. We might have to do the same thing in a year with the World Cup in the US and Mexico and Canada. But ladies and gentlemen, this episode is like 15 minutes. I have to charge my microphone, and I'm sweating. It's about 130 degrees here. Oh, no, not Fahrenheit. About 45 Celsius here. I'm going crazy right now, ladies and gentlemen. So, yeah. Peace!